everyone, welcome to Ask an Oiler. On today's show, we have Sam Gagner. Sam, how's it going?
It's going great, thank you.
Perfect. We'll get started. We have 12 questions for you. The questions were submitted from fans all across the world, probably.
Oh, nice.
And I selected my 12 favorites.
Perfect.
So if your question wasn't selected, you can blame Sam here. Our first question is from Nolan in Regina. And Nolan asks, with yourself being 21, how does it feel to be a mentor to the new rookies, such as Everly Hall and PRV, while still learning on your own boundaries and skills?
I don't really know if you can call me a mentor just yet, but yeah, it's definitely fun. It's my first year in the league that I'm not the youngest guy on the team, and to have those guys around and to bring that enthusiasm to the rink is definitely fun. So I feel like things are looking up here, and we're just working on improving every day, and it's been fun so far.
Perfect. Our second question is from Kelsey. You played alongside Patrick Kane with the London Knights. What is it like now that you are both developing into great players in the NHL, and are you still friends?
Yeah. I talk to Pat a lot, especially when we play in Chicago or he comes here. We get a chance to meet up and kind of catch up on some things. But it's definitely exciting for both of us to get a chance to play together when we were in London and become friends there, and then kind of grow up in the NHL together. Obviously, with him winning a cup last year, he's got that on me, and it's something that I want to do here in the future. But yeah, it's fun to continue to talk with him about how he's doing, adjusting to the league. It seemed to be an easier adjustment for him, but it's been great, and he's done really well.
Do you spend time with any players from other teams in the summer? Do you train with them or anything?
Yeah, actually, I'm still really good friends with John Tavares. I grew up playing with him, and we're from the same hometown, so I get a chance to see him all summer. And then I'm from just outside Toronto, so there's still a lot of guys that go back to Toronto and train and skate there. So I'm skating with a lot of different NHLers, which makes it pretty fun and competitive.
Great. Our third question is from Paul in Comox. Howdy, Sam. Been a big fan since you donned an Oilers jersey, actually before that in junior games. I was wondering how much of a critique you get from your dad on your play since he works for the opposition.
Yeah, there's a little bit of conflict of interest there, but no, my dad's still a huge part of my learning process when it comes to the game, and we talk every day about different things, and he still makes sure that I'm doing the right things to improve as a player, and he's been great my entire life at kind of finding that boundary on where I need to be pushed and when he needs to lay off me a little bit. So he's taught me so much, and I'm sure he's going to continue to do that, and it's just been a lot of fun.
Our fourth question is from Ripan in Surrey. What have you learned from last season to make you better for this season?
I think just going through that adversity of the ups and downs of last season. Obviously, there was a lot more downs, and you just got to try and get through them as best as you can. And, I feel as a group, and myself included, that we didn't handle the adversity as best as we could have last year. And, it showed in the standings. And I think, this year is there's a lot to prove for a lot of guys, including myself, and I think we're definitely excited for the challenge. We've been playing better as of late, and we just want to continue to improve.
All right, our fifth question is from Brad in Onaway. What is your favorite city to visit on the road, and why? I
don't know, probably Vancouver, just because my family's there, and it's a great city. It's they got the mountains there and the ocean, and there's some great scenery from our hotel room, so it's definitely nice. When you play in this league, you think there's a lot of, when you first come in, there's going to be a lot of glitz and glamour of visiting NHL cities, but a lot of times you're just sitting in your hotel room and, waiting for the next game. So Vancouver's always nice because you get that scenery, so I enjoy it there.
Our next question is from Jill in Ottawa. What was the first purchase you made with your first NHL check?
My first purchase, hard to say. I'm not really a big spender on much, and I didn't actually get a car until this year. So I
taking the bus to games.
Yeah.
LRT.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, it was probably something small. I'm not even sure. I can't even remember.
Our next question is from Cassidy in Shaunavon, Saskatchewan. Besides hockey, what's your favorite sport?
My favorite sport, I was probably be. I like watching baseball. I'm a Jays fan and a Texas Rangers fan. I like following those two sports, and obviously, sorry, that one sport, those two teams, and I obviously with NFL season on right now, following that a lot, and yeah, that's pretty much it.
What's your NFL team?
The Cowboys, but they're not rocking it too much right now. I grew up in Dallas for a little bit, so I like to follow the Dallas teams.
All right, our next question is from Patrick in Edmonton. I heard you were a Taylor Swift fan. Do you have her new album yet?
I have songs of it on iTunes, but I don't. I didn't purchase the full album, but there's obviously some great tunes on that album.
Have you met her?
I have not met her yet. No.
Would you like to?
I wouldn't mind it. Yeah.
Our next question is from Amanda in Morinville. Hey Sam, first off I want to say it's been awesome watching you grow into a much more rounded player over the last 4 seasons. I have 2 questions. Number 1, if you could choose a song to be played after you scored a goal, what would it be? And number 2, what's the most embarrassing song on your iPod? Let's go with number 1, goal song.
Number 1, my favorite workout song has always been "Till I Collapse" by Eminem. So if they could play that when I scored, I think it would get me going. I'm not sure about the fans, but it would definitely get me going. And the most embarrassing song on my iPod is "You Smile" by Justin Bieber. I've become a big fan of that one.
Really?
Really. I know it's embarrassing to say, but there's just something about that song that gets me.
All right. Good to know.
Yeah.
Our 10th question is from Jasmine in Edmonton. What is it like living alone without Andrew Cogliano, and do you miss living with him? I guess I should have asked first. Do you live with him?
I actually I live with him again this year.
Oh.
We took a 1-year
I
hiatus.
did my research.
Yeah, we took a 1-year hiatus last year, and
Just couldn't stand it?
Yeah, we couldn't stand being apart, so we had to get back together this year, and it's been fun. I like living with a guy more than being alone. I get a little lonely when I'm in the apartment all by myself. So to have Andrew there is definitely fun, and we complement each other pretty well. So it's been a good fit.
Did the year apart help you develop certain skills, and do you feel like you're more well-rounded roommates now that you live together?
Definitely. I think
laundry, dishes, etc.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the saying is, but when you set something free and it comes back to you or something like that, I feel like we have a special, a more complete bond now, and I definitely feel more rounded as a person. I think if you ask him, I'm cleaner and take care of myself a little better. So I think it's been a good transition.
That's good to hear.
Yeah.
I think people were a bit worried about you there.
Yeah.
Our 11th question is from Nadia, also in Morinville. If you had the chance or the choice of any pet in the entire world, exotic or domestic, what would it be?
I don't know. I'm not much of an
Andrew's
animal
enough of a pet for
enthusiast.
you.
Yeah, exactly. I had growing up a little Yorkie, and still miss him. So if I could have a Yorkie back in my life, I'd probably go with that.
All right, our last question is from Christina in Chestermere. Hey Sam, I just want to say happy holidays. I hope you have a great Christmas and your New Year is filled with joy and happiness. My question for you is, do you have any Christmas traditions, and is there anything on your Christmas wish list?
My Christmas traditions are probably like most other people. Hang around the tree and open presents, although we always get to open one present on Christmas Eve, which I'm sure is pretty common. And other than that, it's good to spend time with family, especially with how often we're on the road, and a lot of guys are away from home for the first time. It's good to spend time with family, and so it's always fun. And my wish list, I don't know, I feel like I've got pretty much everything I could want right now. I think just getting a chance to spend some more time with my family is always fun.
Your family's in Vancouver?
Yes.
So
that's right.
it must be convenient that we usually play there on Boxing
Yeah,
Day.
yeah, it's worked out great. I get to fly there on Christmas Eve and spend a couple days with them before our game on Boxing Day, and it's definitely fun.
Stay tuned to EdmontonOilers.com to find out who our next guest on Ask an Oiler will be.